Give thanks now unto the Most High Jah, Rastafari, King Selassie the First Emperor of Ethiopia, Giant King. Is I, Emmanuel, the vegan Nyabinghi, once again bringing you a dish today, which is going to be a soup, seeing as it's soup season, black-eyed bean and tomato soup, the inspiration of which comes from Nicola, so give thanks, Nicola. And I'm going to take you over to the ingredients now and then take you through the preparation method and show you it on a plate in the end. So we've got the black-eyed beans there, which have been soaking overnight. Got onion, garlic, that's thyme in that little container. We've got chili powder in that bottom container, mixed herbs there, all-purpose seasoning there, 12 organic vine tomatoes there, black pepper and paprika. Okay, so we've got some palm oil in there, 1 large onion, 4 cloves of garlic chopped up, and I'm going to fry those as the base for the soup. Onions and garlic are cooked now, so I'm going to add clean water to the pot and then add the black-eyed beans. Okay, I'm going to hard boil the beans for half an hour and then see how soft they are. And then I'll be adding the tomatoes which I've quartered and all the condiments. I'm going to be putting dumplings in the soup, which are made simply out of plain flour and water, mixed up and then shaped into whatever you can shape them into to pop into the soup. Okay, so I've used a fork to mix my dumpling mix, and I've got a lump of dough now. So I'm going to leave that until I'm ready to throw them into the soup, which I'll do at the same point when I put in the condiments and the tomatoes. The beans are now par cooked, so I'm going to add the tomatoes and all the condiments and the dumplings also, and then more clean water. I've decided not to use chili powder. I'm going to put a Scotch bonnet, which I had in the freezer, in there instead. Obviously, if you're making this for children, then omit that. Okay, so you can see the tomatoes and the dumplings are added there. Now I'm going to add the condiments. Firstly, the Scotch bonnet, which I've chopped up finely. Then I've got a vegan stock cube there, which I'm just going to crumble in. 1 level tablespoonful of thyme. One level tablespoonful of paprika. Three-quarters of a tablespoonful of mixed herbs. About 1/3 of a tablespoonful of black pepper. And finally, a level tablespoonful of all-purpose seasoning. So I'm going to bring that to the boil, give it a mix, and then boil it until it's cooked. Okay, the soup is boiling now, so I'm just going to bring down the heat to about 2/3 of the dial and leave it to cook for about another 30 minutes and it should be ready. If you want to have a quick look, that's what it looks like at the moment, but obviously the tomatoes will soften and integrate themselves into the soup. Cost of this one is about £5-6. That pot will easily feed 4 or 5 people. Jah, Rastafari, vegan food, Rasta food, food for life, life for food. I've given the soup a good stir, squashed some of the tomatoes. Now I'm going to cover it and leave it to cook. I've added some more water as well, clean water, just to make sure that it's fully topped up. So it's on 3/4 heat doing its thing, and it should be ready in about 20 minutes. Just a small tip when you're making this, as the tomatoes soften, get a fork and just crush them against the side of the pot. It just helps them to break up quicker and therefore thicken the sauce. It's nearly ready. Yeah. So there you are, black-eyed bean and tomato soup with dumplings. Rastafari resides over Oman table. Captain Selassie Rastafari, give thanks.